What is hip-hop and happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and yo, we're talking about one of my all-time favorite guitar players today, Angus Young. I've got 5 licks straight from Angus. They're angry, they're powerful. Yo, they're Angus licks. How could they not be good? So if you want tabs for this lesson, that is linked down below. You could check out my free guitar course if you want to. Fretboard decoder, that is also linked down below. But if you want to know the tones, now I did sell my SG, so we're rocking a Les Paul today. A Tele would probably be more appropriate since that was the original backup guitar that Angus and Malcolm had. But I'm plugged into the Friedman BE50 Deluxe. There you are. And where's my camera stuck? Oh, there we go. And yo, going into the tune notes. Yo, less talk, more rock. Let's get into the licks. Alright, so lick number 1 is a staple Angus Young lick. He does it in Thunderstruck, is where I kind of took it from out of the key of B minor. He does it in, geez, so many solos, but he always disguises it really, really well. It's in Back in Black twice, and it's this really, really cool run. I think I've actually featured this in a pentatonic video before, but basically, you start in box 1 of your pentatonic, so we're in B minor, right here, and you're going to grab 9 on the G, and you're bending it up to essentially 11. You're doing a full step bend. Now, from there, you can do this little run. If you want, you can add that Angus style vibrato. He has this, like, really aggressive, fast vibrato. I'm not the best at it. But basically, the lick is this. He plays 7 on the high string, then 10, pull off the 7 on the B, 9 on the G. So, now for picking, I go up, up, down. Now the next part here is, this is such a signature Angus move. You want to know something that Angus does a lot, is he rolls through the pentatonic scale with his index finger. So you're going to go to 7 on the B, to 7 on the G, and then 9 on the D. And that picking is up, up, up. That's how I'm doing. You know, Angus could alternate pick it. You can pick it however you want, but this is just a way I found that makes the lick flow a little bit more for me. A little bit of a sweep style economy picking. That's the first lick. It's simple, but I mean, tell me that doesn't have attitude to it. You're just kind of like playing. Maybe execute it a little bit better than I did. Now next is, as the aforementioned, Back in Black solo, which I'll actually be doing a video about the whole outro solo here very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But I want to give this little lick here now. When I learned these licks, I actually played them, learned them on my Tele, which is over there, and it was a whole lot easier to get up to these higher frets. I didn't think about that before I shot the video and grabbed the Les Paul. So this one's kind of tricky on a Les Paul, but you know, it's doable. But basically, you're all the way up here, and you're bending 20 on the B string. Now, what's kind of cool that's happening here is basically he's bending from his minor third up to his major third. Angus is so good at mixing major and minor pentatonic scale. And you're grabbing this 21 on the G, which is just your E note. So this, yeah, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. But it's all out of E minor pentatonic, but he's mixing that major and minor. So the lick is this. So you're bending 20 up to 21 on the B string, and you go 21 twice on the G. Do it again. Now here he adds a little bit of a little finesse and flavor to it. He goes 21, back to 19 on the G, back to 21. So essentially, he's playing out of box 4. Angus loves box 1 and box 4 a lot. You see him use these all the time whenever he's soloing. So, now here you're just going to do a repeating section. And that's just simply playing that 20 on the B string 3 times, and then 21 on the G. Then you're going into another signature Angus move, these double stop bends, which I'm maxed out here on this Les Paul. This is kind of hard to do. Basically, I'm bending 22 and then grabbing 22 on the high E string with my pinky. So same thing as doing that, just an octave higher. You know, so sorry. There you have it. Ooh, baby, hell's bells, man. It has some killer Angus licks in there. I didn't do the one lick is a little bit tougher, and I chose to go with the more simple lick. But again, that's another solo I want to break down in a later video that you will see, and I'll have that sweetness lick in there. But he has another one. It's right here at the very end. He goes. It's hard to do, man. He's so good at this bending. So we're in box 1 of A minor pentatonic right now. And it starts out like this. It's going to go 17, 20, 17 on the high string. Now, you're going to bend 20 on the B string up a full step. So, now you don't add vibrato on it. You just bend it, and then you play 17 again on the high string. So, now you're going to bend that 20 on the B string up a full step again, and then let it come back down to unbent pitch and pick it again. So you go. And then 17 on the B. So now you're going to go to 20 on the high string. And you're bending it up a full step, and then letting it come back down to normal pitch, and then picking it again. So. So good. And again, box 1, you can throw that in anywhere. Maybe you want to be in E. Maybe you want to be down here in G. Has a country twang to it. You know what I'm saying. Now, again, we're venturing into Angus doing his thizzang and mixing that major minor pentatonic. We're talking about the solo to Rock and Roll, Ain't Noise, Rock and Roll, Ain't Noise Pollution. He goes into this really cool major lick. He goes, oh, maybe. So many signature moves in these licks. Basically, so he starts out right here. Again, we're out of E. And instead of being this kind of like box 2 shape here, he's right here in this one, and you're going to go 14 to 16 on the G. Look who it is! Man, on Christmas break, coming to visit. Mwah. I'll be down there in just a minute, okay? Get out of here.
I just love you. Bye,
Love
bro.
you too, buddy. Bye, buddy. But anyway, so like I said, you're mixing this major minor pentatonic vibe here, and essentially you're gonna go 14 to 16 on the G, then you go to 17 on the B. Now you're gonna bend 19 on the B string, up a full step, and then you play 19 on the high E string. Now you play the 19 again on the B, but what happens is you keep it bent. Sorry, my words are getting all tangled up. You keep it bent and you pick it in, and it turns it into a pre-bend because you want the bend to fall down. So you go, then you go. Now that is just simply going 17, 19 on the B, and then 18 on the G, 17 on the B. So. Ah, it's such a cool lick. I've stolen so many things from Angus. You're going to go 19 on the high E string to 20 on the B, and you pick both of those, and you bend that 20 up a little bit. And you go to 21 on the G. And ending here, you're just bending 22 on the B string, and you just kind of like staccato pick it. Is that the right word for it? I call them stutters. So, and back into. Now, the final lick is this beast of a lick that he does. It's similar kind of to the first one. It's basically like the next level up from the first lick that we did. And this one comes from Honey, hey, what do you do for your money? And basically, he does this. My hand can do it just because I'm used to it, but he's doing a lot of rolling with that index finger. So essentially, you're going to go like this. You're going to go 12. Well, actually, I guess you could start with bending 15 on the B string up a full step. And then you're going to go 12, 15, 12 on the high string. And then 15 on the B. Okay. Now here, after that, you go back to 12 on the high string. Now you're going to start rolling your finger. Then you roll up to 12 on the B. This is such a cool move. I don't know too many other players who roll the way that Angus does through the pentatonic scale. It's so good. So now you go back to 15. So now you're going to go to 14 on the G. So okay. Oh, maybe. And here we're ending a very similar way that we did to that first lick. You're going to go 12 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 14 on the D. So and I still am utilizing any moment that I can to kind of do that economy picking. So there you go. Alright, homies, we are going to send you off with those licks. Hopefully you enjoyed all of those. I'm telling you, Angus is one of the most influential guitar players on me. There's not a thing about his style that I don't like. And, yo, he's a legend, and for good reason, too. He's amazing. So, get those tabs, and I will be seeing you all on the flippity-flop later. Guitar high fives out of here. Peace out, homies.